Hi everyone, I'm Dave, the founder of HaggisSwap.com. If you're not there already, then please check it out. It's a simple platform to buy, swap, and learn all about crypto. So we're here today to learn how to buy cryptocurrency. Now, the way these videos work is I share my screen and take you through step by step. If you're brand new to it, it can be a bit overwhelming, so please watch the video, pause the video, rewind the video, take notes, and don't get overwhelmed. You will learn and it will become easier. So for now, I'm assuming you've already created your wallet and followed my tutorial up here. If you haven't, then please check it out. And if you have done that and you're ready to go, then let's fire straight in. Okay, so you've landed on HaggisSwap.com and you've hit the buy crypto menu item in the header, and that's brought you down to the buy crypto section. So on the left hand side, you've got what's called a widget. Now this is where you can exchange your hard earned cash for cryptocurrency. The default option is Australian dollars to Ethereum, but there's various options that you can choose from. So if you select the drop down, there's a whole host of fiat currencies here that you can choose from. Either search in the search box here or just scroll and select. US dollars, Great British pounds, euros, they're all in there. And then similarly for crypto, there's a whole host of cryptocurrencies to select from. Today we're going to choose Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's up the top here and I want to call this out specifically. And I mentioned this in the Create a Wallet video. We've created a MetaMask wallet, and I'm assuming anyone watching has a MetaMask wallet when I say this. Do not buy Bitcoin and send your Bitcoin to a MetaMask wallet because it does not support Bitcoin. If you want to buy Bitcoin, which I'm sure a lot of you do, then I'll create a separate video and pop the link for that in the description. And then you will be able to buy and send some Bitcoin to that. It will be a supported Bitcoin wallet. MetaMask does not support Bitcoin. So today we're going to select Ethereum. And $200 is a bit steep for me just now, so I'm going to stick with 50. And you can see here it's fetching best price, and you get 0.02 Ethereum for your 50 Australian dollars. Now, there's a few options here. Mercurio is one, so that's where the best rate's coming from. There's a few others. So Transact, uTorg are the other two options at that price point. If you up your buy to, let's say, $60, you'd get an option for iTez. $53, you get an option for MoonPay. So the higher you spend, the more options you get, it seems. But we're going to stick with Mercurio. Now, before I go through the buying process, I want to call out what this is at the bottom. So powered by OnRamper. Now, what is OnRamper? OnRamper is essentially the tech that is aggregating all of your quotes. So I'll elaborate on this a little bit more. So if you click on this button at the top right and then press FAQ, I'm not going to read all of this extensively, but I'll call out a few of the key points. So if you say what is OnRamper and click there, it tells you OnRamper is a fiat on-ramp aggregator that aggregates multiple major fiat to crypto on-ramps in a single, easy to implement fiat on-ramp. And then down the bottom, OnRamper does not itself convert any currencies. So as I mentioned, OnRamper is the tech. HaggisSwap is just the window showing you this tech operating. I am not taking any of your money and I'm not giving you any crypto. Neither is OnRamper. You are entering into a transaction with one of the companies that you select within the widget. So jumping back into HaggisSwap, you can see here that we are choosing to enter into a transaction with Mercurio. We're giving them $50 and they're giving us 0.02 Ethereum. So let's hit buy ETH. Now your ETH wallet address it's asking for. Now obviously this is a key component. There's a couple of ways to provide that. So there's a link here to import address from MetaMask wallet. So when we click that, it's pulling up the MetaMask browser extension and it's asking to connect. Now you can do that, but you see this warning here, only connect with sites you trust. Obviously you can trust OnRamper and you can trust HaggisSwap, but there'll be many sites that you won't want to trust. So in order to mitigate risk, I'm just going to cancel here and teach you a couple of lessons. So if we go in and select the MetaMask browser extension up the top, and you see here where I've got Haggis demo and then I've got the address, you just click that and it copies to the clipboard. That is your cryptocurrency address. And you just go in and paste it. So Control V or Command V, depending on what computer you're on. And then you're just going to press continue. But before you do that, let's just double check. So 0x8 is at the beginning and D0F is at the end. So I'm just going to triple check this to make sure 0x8 and D0F. Yep, so that's all right. Now, it's important that you triple check your address, because I've heard many horror stories about people, copying and pasting 8, 9, 10 different things into their clipboard, and then the wrong address gets put in and their money goes and they don't know where it is. So just make sure you're aware of what address you're typing in or you're pasting in. Press continue. Now you see this pop-up coming up here, and this is just summarizing the buy order. So there's 50 Australian dollars and we're getting 0.02 Ethereum at a rate of 2,200, just over, and fees of roughly $3. So if you want to know more information about the fees that are charged, just click on the terms of service link in the footer. But we're going to hit buy here. So it's asking us for our email address, so pop that in. That's basically, they're going to send you a code to verify. So pop in your email address and click on the agree to privacy policy and then send code. And once you've done that, just go into your email and get the code, copy and paste the code, and you come to your payment details. So choose your payment method. So we're going to add a new card. Now just add in your card number, put all your details in. I'm just going to skip through all this while I do it. Okay, so it looks like that has been successful.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that's been about 20 seconds and that money's already gone in. So you can see here 0.02 ETH is in the wallet, and that equates to roughly $45. So you remember there was about $3 of fees, and there's obviously price fluctuation that happens between now and then. So don't be too alarmed if you've bought $50 and you've only got 45. That's just allowing for fees and also any price fluctuations that have happened, which are obviously happening by the second as the transaction's happening. So that's been good. So we've got our $50 worth of Ethereum and we're good to go. I'm going to repeat this process again for another currency. So when we created the wallet, we did it across two networks. We did it on Ethereum mainnet and we did it on Polygon mainnet. So when you go to Polygon mainnet, you see here that the native currency is called Matic, and we want to buy some Matic because in the next step, when we swap some of our crypto, we're going to do it across this network. So let's buy some Matic. It's exactly the same process. So I'm just going to fire through it really, really quickly. And one of the important points to note here is when you type Matic, you get given a few different options. You see ERC20 here and Polygon up the top. You want to hit Polygon. You're on the Polygon network. You want to buy Matic on the Polygon network. The ERC20 version is the Ethereum network, so you don't want to do that. You want to buy it on the Polygon network. So you're selecting the first option here. And it's coming up with Mercurio again. So we just want to go through and buy $50 worth of Matic, exactly the same process as before. So I'll just skip past all this so I don't bore you. Okay, so that is in 39.5 Matic. And we'll just wait for that to come into the wallet.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that's in. Now, that was about 2 or 3 minutes, whereas Ethereum was fairly instant. It's usually the other way around, but there we go. It happens sometimes, but it's in. So don't be concerned if it takes a few minutes for your funds to arrive. That's perfectly normal depending on how congested the network is. But you can see here, we've got our 39.5 Matic, and in the Ethereum mainnet, we've got our 0.02 ETH. So we are good to go. Now, a couple of things to mention to you are, number one, depending on the amount that you're purchasing, you might be asked to go through a KYC process. Now, KYC is what's called Know Your Customer. Governments around the world have made it very difficult to buy cryptocurrency anonymously. So you'll potentially need to provide a driving license or a passport. Don't be alarmed if you're asked to do this. It's a regular course of action for all of the major cryptocurrency exchanges. They're just complying with government regulations. And then the second point would be, if you're buying on a credit card, depending on what country you're in and depending on whether this is the first time or not you're doing it, then your bank might decline your transaction. So there might be a bit of a process there. The first time that I bought through Mercurio, the bank declined my transaction. And then I needed to text them and say, and confirm that it was a genuine transaction. And then I had to wait another 15, 20 minutes to try again. So you might come across these nuances and difficulties, you just have to work through them initially. Once you've gone through it and you've verified and your bank's used to your transaction behavior, then you'll be able to buy a lot more easily in the future. There's just a couple of hurdles that you might have to overcome at the beginning. Anyway, I hope that was useful. So now that we've got our cryptocurrency in our wallets, the next step is to swap the cryptocurrency. So click the video just here and let's get into that one.